Маленько, тише! Тише, маленько!
Okay, Boris, in a packed concert hall, it looked like that held several thousand people. A concert hall that's now on fire with, I don't know, Molotov cocktails or bombs, and the roof is collapsing. The Russian government has said at least 40 killed. We think that number is going to be much higher. And 100 casualties, that's going to be much higher. They're describing these people as terrorists. Any thoughts on this as this war in Ukraine and Russia and Russia's war against Islamic terrorism continues to expand?
Yes, I've got thoughts on it. My thoughts are that this kind of terror is horrible. It's reminiscent of some terror all over the world, from theaters to streets, and more broadly, it's a sign and a direct condemnation of a total lack of leadership by pathetic, illegitimate, crooked Joe Biden. We don't have any safety in the world for anybody. You agree with countries, disagree with countries, doesn't matter. Adversaries, allies alike. Right now, the world is ablaze. Just like that theater, the world is ablaze, and Joe Biden is to blame. His pathetic advisors, if you can call them that, are to blame because they have ruined what President Trump built, which is safety and stability all across the world. That's why we need President Trump back in office on Jan 20, 2025.
Amazing. Boris, where do the people get you on social media? I understand you guys have a busy weekend. Where do people go?
Busy weekend, busy week. We're always working. We're always winning. My information hot on the website, boriscp.com. Sign up right now, boriscp.com. Hot on Getter at boriscp. Twitter at boriscp. Hot on Truth Social at Boris. My hottest on the gram, Boris_Epstein. Stay strong. God bless. And Shabbat Shalom.
Boris, thank you so much. The legal team there has just been on a magnificent run. If you think about the unlimited resources of the state, not just the state of New York, but the U.S. government to come after President Trump, and look how many different angles. You've got the J6 situation with Jack Smith. Of course, today, Chris Miller, and we're trying to get Chris on. Chris was the acting Secretary of Defense under President Trump. He's been on the show a couple of times. His chief of staff was Kash Patel. He tells the Daily Mail today in an exclusive that the J6 committee suppressed his testimony, would not let him testify truthfully about President Trump and the 10,000, calling up the 10,000 National Guards. I think that's kind of a bombshell. So we're trying to get Chris Miller on either tomorrow or the next day, also Kash. This reinforces Kash's testimony out in Denver. Remember that on the 14th Amendment trial? And Kash's testimony before the J6 committee, which we still can't find. They've suppressed that. You can't find that. So huge developments there. But think about the legal team. President Trump fighting on all fronts against unlimited resources of the federal government, of the Merrick Garland Justice Department. This is all driven by Biden in the White House. Just like Biden in the White House was having meetings with Fani Willis and Prosecutor Wade. I put that in quotes. You see what's happening in South Florida. The judges had a couple of rulings. I'm not saying in Trump's favor, but the media is melting down. You saw the 14th Amendment was 9-0. The immunity arguments coming up in a couple of weeks. Right now, they're head over heels on how to move quickly to get these trials done as election interference sometime in the summer. And, of course, on Monday, they're going to actually meet in New York about the federal government, the U.S. attorneys holding back information from his state prosecution on the Stormy Daniels situation. On every front, President Trump's team has fought back, and with limited resources, because he's a private individual with limited resources, has just done a magnificent job. Okay, we're going to go back, hopefully get MTG at the airport. Big day in the House, a big day of horrible terror attack in Moscow. We'll bring you more of that. A lot going on with President Trump as he fights back. You think it's turbulent? It's going to get 100 times more turbulent. That's why gold, I think, hit an all-time high. Another one today, at least it was earlier in the day. Go check it out. Go to birchgold.com/Bannon. Talk to Philip Patrick and the team. You got full access to some of the smartest guys in the world regarding gold and precious metals. Understand why it's a hedge. birchgold.com